Hello everyone, once again it is I, the Professor. I apologize for the video quality, but I really wanted to put this video with my face out there because I have a lot to say. And this is going to be a response to DangerMouse1337's very reactionary video to my commentary. This is going to be a response to Danger Mouse. This is mostly for Danger Mouse, but of course, to get the response out there, I had to put it up on my channel so everyone is free to see it. This will be my final message to Danger Mouse. Much like what Hobbs did with Hodge, a final message. Now, if you saw my commentary, if you haven't, it's on my channel. You feel free to go watch it on Danger Mouse. It's my newest one titled Sometimes Even My Friends. Because I honestly took Danger Mouse to be a friend here online. I did. Now, I did that commentary, and I must admit, I was harsh. As I usually am. That's how I treat everyone in my commentaries. Everyone I commentate on, I'm harsh, I'm honest, I'm forthright. I'm not the kind of person who likes it when people pussyfoot around and beats around the bush when it comes to saying something to me. If they have an issue with me, I like them to be honest. I like them to be open, forthright, telling me exactly what they think. I want them to tell me exactly what they think. I don't give a shit what it is. I don't care how harsh you are. I want you to be open and honest with me. And that's the golden rule, isn't it? That's what we were taught since we were children, the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. So in my commentaries, I treat people exactly how I want to be treated. I don't give special privileges to people. There have been a few times where I've been a little bit easier on people, mainly because I've commentated them on before, I've talked to them before, and they're really not that bad of people. But I thought, honestly, Danger Mouse could take it. So I had no qualms being who I normally am and just being completely open and honest and forthright about it and being, well, for lack of a better phrase, a dick. I really thought he would have no issue with me doing that. But apparently, I was wrong. Danger Mouse made a very reactionary video, and I'll put a link to it in the description. If you want to see it, you better watch it before he puts it on private. In this video, he straightforward calls me a cunt for making a commentary on him. He calls me a cunt for it. And his explanation for calling me a cunt is because he jumped to the assumption and jumps to the conclusion that the only reason I made the commentary was to start internet drama with him. And that wasn't the reason. If I would have acted differently, if I would have treated him differently than I treated other people, then yeah, I very possibly was out there to cause internet drama. But like I put in a comment on this video, if I really wanted to start internet drama, I could do it with a lot less effort than making a fucking commentary. I don't have to make a commentary to start internet drama if I really want to. If I want to troll somebody, I will troll them. Usually in the comment section. Sometimes I'll make a video on them just to troll them, but hey, this time was not that. This time, if you watch the video, especially the conclusion of the video where I compare him to myself and say we're on the same page in some areas, especially about forcing comedy, that was not me hating on him. That was me being completely open and honest and pointing out something I see as an issue. And that was the purpose of my commentary on him. Because I considered Danger Mouse to be a friend. So I was giving him open, honest opinions about his video. Things that I saw issues. So I thought maybe he could take that and improve his videos that he was making, these bukkake commentaries. And if you didn't get the whole ripping off Smugleaf Carries On joke, Smugleaf called his one-shots cum shot commentaries. Cum shot, get it? Cum shot, bukkake, in connection. That's where the whole rip-off of Smugleaf comes out. Now, he calls me a cunt. He gets angry at me for making this video. And he has decided he's going to close his DangerMouse1337 account because of my video. He said, in essence, that it was the proverbial straw that broke the proverbial camel's back. That's what it was. He's been planning to do this for a very, very long time. It's just been well overdue for him to close his account. He was intending to close it anyway, despite the fact that he was still regularly putting out videos. He intended to close his account. That logic doesn't work very well. If you were intending to close your account, you would close your account. You wouldn't continue to make videos, would you? I wouldn't make videos on my channel if I intended to close it. You know, one day I would just put out a video and say, guys, I'm done. It's been a good run. I'll see you later. Hey, if you really want to catch up, I'm going to quit commentaries and I'm going to be over on this channel doing this instead, and I'm going to put everything on this channel on private, unless you guys would like me to leave it up for, you know, archival purposes so you can come back and watch them. So leaving me, that's not what I'm doing, but do you really think you would continue regularly putting out videos, commentaries, reviews, that sort of thing on a channel you were intending to close in the first place? I don't. I don't really see that you were planning to do this for a long time, and you were just putting it off because you just didn't want to move on yet. You weren't ready to close your account. You were just planning to do so in the near future. That doesn't make any sense. There's no logic behind that. There's really not. Now, here's the thing that I really want to get out there. Danger Mouse gets very angry, very heated over the fact that I did this commentary and I was harsh and that I was mean and I was rude and I was a cunt in this video, that I was a dick. Here's the thing, Danger Mouse. Here is the thing. I treated you like I treat everyone in my commentaries. Every one of my commentaries. I didn't give you special treatment. I didn't in the least bit give you special treatment. I'm a dick to everyone in commentaries. That's who I am. I could be a dick. And I really let that just flow when I do a commentary. Because that's what I do. Yeah, I point out the logical fallacies. I point out their errors. I point out their hypocrisy, the contradictions, that sort of thing. But I'm a dick while doing it. I am. I'm that way to everyone. You didn't get special treatment. I didn't act this way to get a reaction out of you or get you angry. I don't know how you came to this conclusion. Although you attempt to explain it in the comments section of your video where I point out that, yeah, I wasn't doing this to get a reaction out of you. I was honestly trying to help you. You can think what you want, but what you're saying is a conspiracy theory about what I'm doing and extremely delusional. And his response was that he is a paranoid person. He has paranoid delusions. I guess he's saying I have a mental issue, and that's why I did this. And that's why I get all freaked out and get all angry about it, because I have mental issues. I'm sorry, that sounds like you're playing the autism card. Oh guys, I have autism, you gotta be nice to me. Oh, I have paranoid delusions, you gotta be nice to me. You can't criticize me because I got paranoid delusions. Danger Mouse, why should that get you a free pass when you make a mistake? Because you have paranoid delusions? Why should that get you a free pass? You don't give free passes to people who have autism. You've never let people use autism as a crutch and as an excuse not to get criticized, to come back on them. You never did that before. So why would you expect others to let you use a mental issue as something to give you a free pass, when you've proved in the past that you don't allow mental issues to be a free pass? I don't understand that. You were a dick in your commentaries. You were a dick in the commentary that I commentated on. You were a dick to the whole Brony fan base in the commentary I did a commentary on. And yet here you are getting angry because I was a dick to you? How does that make sense? How is that not hypocrisy? And even then, and this is the strange part. This is something that after I saw your video, I was just letting this roll through my mind. I was sitting there going, okay. I've been watching Danger Mouse for a long time. Ever since he started the commentary community, I've been watching Danger Mouse. If I remember correctly, you told me that I was one of your big inspirations, and you were real happy when I found your commentaries and liked them. But I thought, how many times have I seen him do this? How many times before have I seen him do this? Despite all the times he's been criticized by people in his comment section, by the people he's commentated on, by the people he's made fun of. How many times have I seen him react like this? When has he gotten this reactionary? Then I just sat and thought and said, there's only been one time before that I've seen him do this. And that was when I made a response to him about bandwagons. He got very reactionary about that and got very pissed that I made a response to him and really tried to defend himself in a very poor fashion that didn't work out very well for him. That was the only other time I've seen it do it. He's never once that I can remember gotten this reactionary in the comments section when someone he's made fun of has shot back at him and tried to defend themselves or made fun of him or said that he's a dick or a jerk or a retard. He's never reacted to them like this. What about me makes it so special that whenever I do a commentary on him or I respond to him, he gets all angry? He, in essence, throws a temper tantrum because your video and the way you were acting in that video seemed very similar to what my 2-year-old and my 4-year-old do when they throw temper tantrums. When they get their toy taken away, when they don't get what they want. It was very similar to what they do. A temper tantrum, a hissy fit. You were on the ground kicking and screaming like a child. That's exactly what it seemed like. Please excuse the Power Rangers theme. Yeah, rock on. That's exactly what it seemed like. That is something I didn't see from you except for when I've come back at you. And I don't understand this. It makes no sense. Is it because I'm slightly more popular? Is it because I was one of your big inspirations? Because I had issues with what you were doing? Or a video you made? And you went off and said that you were still friends with Hobbs. If I remember correctly, Hobbs has pointed out your errors before too. He's pointed out issues he's had with your videos before as well. But it's okay for Hobbs to do it. But when TOG Professor comes in and does it, this is an issue? I don't understand this. Please, feel free to explain this to me. Because this is the only time I've seen you do this before. Is when I criticize you. I look at this and say, what is going on? And here is the issue. Here is one last final issue. One really big glaring issue, to tell you the truth. And an issue with you being on YouTube, as it were. Now, please bear with me. If you truly have these paranoid delusions, if you truly have this mental issue that when someone criticizes you, you can't help but fly off the handle, why are you on YouTube? Why would someone like you, who spent a lot of time as a commentator, who should know full well and does know full well, if someone fucks up on the internet, they're going to get called out for it. You know this full well. You've done it multiple times, called out people for screwing up, called out people for their stupidity. You know that this is what happens on the internet. Why would you be on the internet if this is how you react when someone criticizes you? Let me just be very honest and very open with this. I didn't say it in any of my previous videos because at that point I wasn't trying to be a dick. But right now, if you'll just allow me once in this video, because previously I'm not trying to be a dick in this one. If I come off as a dick, that's just because of how I am. When I'm criticizing someone half the time, is I'm a dick, as I've explained before. Right now, I'm going to purposely be a dick. If you have this issue where you cannot take criticism from anybody without flying off the handle and throwing a hissy fit and a temper tantrum, you have no place on YouTube. None. Whatsoever. Because you know, regardless of where you go, you move to this new channel, which you are advertising on your channel and people are subscribing to. You know, if you go to this channel, you make your reviews, you make your whatever the fuck you decide to make, you're going to get criticized eventually. It's going to happen. Someone's going to have an issue with your video. And it's going to happen. Someone's going to criticize you. Hell, it's very possible that someone could do a commentary on you. You going to fly off the handle again and close that channel? Is that what you're going to do every time someone criticizes you? Every time someone does a commentary on you, is fly off the handle, say, screw it, guys! I've been planning to close this channel anyway, and I got bored of doing this. I wasn't having any fun with it, so I'm just going to close my channel and move on. If you want to follow me over to the new channel that I've got now, please feel free to. It's down in the description. And then it's going to happen again, and again, and again, and again. Let me be very honest and give you a little piece of advice, a suggestion. You took a small break from YouTube a while back after the whole bandwagon ordeal. And you came back and you were great. You seemed to be alright. I suggest you do it again. Instead of moving to a new channel and continue videos, I suggest you take a break. And look at your priorities. Look at your true interest. Look and see if you truly need to be on YouTube where you're going to get criticized. If you have this issue with people criticizing you due to paranoid delusions, due to being bipolar, due to whatever issues you might have, look and see if you truly need to be on YouTube. Because you're coming off using bipolar excuses, using these paranoid delusion excuses. It sounds like you're using autism. I'm going to use autism as a crutch. Dude, that's not right. That's not right. That's really not. I don't like people using a mental issue as a crutch of this style, because I've met people who are bipolar before and they cope with it and they don't fly off the handle this easily when someone criticizes them like that. Much like I've met people who are autistic or have Asperger's that aren't complete idiots and that don't prove themselves to be stupid. They don't act like an idiot. They don't make a fool of themselves. They don't fly off the handle. Much like I won't allow people to use autism as a crutch, why would I allow you to use any other mental illness as a crutch? The only time that I would allow you to use it as a crutch is if you had one that truly, completely screwed up the way your mind functions. Something such as Down syndrome. Down syndrome is something that, yeah, you don't have the best mental facilities. Someone who's bipolar can learn to cope with it or even take a medication to work on it. I just can't allow something that has been proven as something you can cope with and something you can work with as a crutch. It just doesn't seem right, especially when I've seen you get on people who use autism as a crutch. It just doesn't work. But everyone, that is my response to Danger Mouse. If I'm an asshole in this video, then I am an asshole. I am a giant ass. And if that's how I came off and I came across, then, well, kudos to me, I reckon. I guess. And that's how I am. That's who I am if that's the way it is. And Danger Mouse, that's my final message to you. I'm not responding again. I'm not giving you another word from my mouth to you. If this is how you're going to act every time I criticize you, every time I come back at you, every time I call you out, then while it could be turned into a very fun trolling event, I don't really think I have the time to mess with it. I really wanted to put this out there. I really did. Because if nothing else, for your own sake, I really think you need to take a very long break from YouTube and from the internet. I really do think you need to take a very long break and think about things before you come back. Because with your description of yourself and how you handle things according to yourself, I don't think it'll end very well for you. I'm just saying, man. This is the professor, guys. If I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole. There's no going back and changing that now. So once again, and as always, I bid you a fine adieu.